Have you ever asked for curtain bangs and got these instead? Well, never again. Today, I'm going to show you step by step how to cut your own curtain bangs with a razor so you can go from this to this. This is quite a different technique from what I've done before, so I am a little bit nervous, but if you're watching this video, it means that everything worked out, so just let's do it together. Everything that you're going to need for this hair tutorial is going to be linked in the description below, so you can just pay attention and you don't have to be worried about anything that I am using. First things first, we're going to prep our hair. I love cutting my bangs dry because I know from experience that when I do it wet, I usually cut them too short. But I also learned that using a razor on dry hair can actually split the ends of your hair. But let me tell you, I am more afraid of a short bang than to split ends. Anyway, what I mean to say is that you can use leave-in conditioner to protect your hair from splitting when cutting it dry with a razor. So I'm going to apply that to all of my hair and make sure that I coat the front. Now I want to blow dry the front of my hair. Let me show you how. Use a round brush and blow dry the hair straight up. Imagine you have rollers and follow that shape. I'm going to do it with this round brush that is also a hair dryer, but you can do it with a regular hair dryer and a round brush. I'm going to use a flat comb on top of my head. Where it separates from the head, it's going to be the thickest part of my bangs, and from that point I'm going to create a triangle to the arch of my brows. Take your time creating this triangle and make sure it is perfect and it is the amount of hair that you are comfortable cutting. I already know that I'm comfortable with all of this because I've had bangs before, but if you haven't, just take your time. You can always add more later, but you can't add length. And because of that same reason, we're going to start long. Trust me on this one, we can always cut more later, so probably under the nose is going to be our guide. So you're going to part your hair in the middle and you're going to over direct the hair across to the other side and make sure your fingers are parallel to the part of the triangle. That's the angle that you want for your bangs. With the hair elevated around 90 degrees, you're going to start cutting with your razor perpendicular to the hair and just grazing the hair very softly. Start doing long strokes from the center to the bottom while lowering your hand and turning your head to the opposite side. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's easy. Just take it slow. Let's practice together first without cutting. Now that you know what to do, let's actually do it. And just do it slowly. Repeat the process. It doesn't matter if you have to do it a million times. It's better that you start slowly and you start taking a little bit of hair, to see where you're comfortable instead of just going too far and too short all the way. Now that the long part is almost in my cheekbone and the short part is a little bit long but it's getting there, I'm going to stop and I'm going to continue to the other side. This is the difference, and as you can see, when you cut it this way, it will start to fall on its own, however the curtain bangs should be. So you should have these a little bit shorter and these a little bit longer.
When everything is the same length, you're going to create a smaller triangle. Use your eye as a guide to know where to start the triangle and just create a smaller version of that triangle that you already had. Don't overthink it. This one doesn't have to be too perfect. And carefully repeat the same process as before. Just remember, don't cut a lot and always check after each cut to see if you really need to go higher. If you want your curtain bangs to be on the longer side, then you can leave it like this and it looks beautiful. But I want mine to be a little bit shorter. So now that I've finished, I'm going to repeat the whole process, starting with the big triangle, then moving into the smaller triangle very, very slowly so I don't cut too much. When you're pretty close to what you want, I recommend that you wet your hair and blow dry it again. I have a quick video that you can see here on how to blow dry your bangs and just style it before you go ahead and cut more. When I was already too close and in the danger zone of going too high, I would just scrape the ends with my razor. But make sure that if you're going to do this, you have a guarded razor so you don't cut your fingers.
How is that? Now you know how to cut your own curtain bangs at home. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and if you follow this tutorial, please let me know in the comments and send me a photo. If you prefer to use scissors instead of using a razor, you can follow my other tutorial where I show you how to cut your own curtain bangs with scissors. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next week in a new video. Ciao! I'm also going to link in the description the videos I gather inspiration from to create this video and this technique, so you can go and have a look and maybe you can find useful information there too.